President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has once again fulfilled one of his campaign promises, and that is to have all constituencies in Ghana provided with ambulances. This is one of the party's numerous pledges, which in recent times sparked some controversy over the decision to pack these ambulances until the entire fleet was ready for commissioning. Well, that commissioning happened on Tuesday at the Black Star Square at an event witnessed by President Akufo-Addo, his vice, and a host of ministers and public officials. Komla Adom has more from the Black Star Square, where a national emergency number 112 was also adored.
After a series of postponements, the day Special Development Initiatives Minister Mavis Hawakumsin prayed for eventually came to pass.
I consider myself as the happiest person on earth. I am elated because after days, weeks, and months of hard work, in the midst of speculations, our dream has been realized.
307 ambulances would finally be dispatched to the various regions for onward distribution to the constituencies. At the ceremony to officially commission the fleet, President Akufo-Addo outlined a series of measures to ensure emergency healthcare delivery is significantly improved.
National Ambulance Service Bill, which identifies funding sources for the National Ambulance Service, is currently before Cabinet. This will be forwarded to Parliament for consideration and enacted after Cabinet approval, which will be granted shortly. We've merged all the emergency numbers to one number, which is 112. For any form of emergency, either police service, fire service, or ambulance service, government will ensure that the needed infrastructure is provided to the paramedic and emergency care training school at the Kent Council to help ensure that it serves its purpose of training paramedics in the country and West Africa. Additionally, in the course of the year, 145 new ambulance stations will be created.
He has also been charging ministers, MPs and other MMDA staff to ensure the ambulances are properly maintained to serve their purpose.
I call upon all regional ministers, metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, as well as all health officials, to provide the needed cooperation and support to make the operationalization of these ambulances a success, and also ensure that satisfactory maintenance.
For Minister in charge of Special Development Initiatives, who spearheaded the acquisition of the ambulances from Turkey, the event represents the largest investment in emergency services by any government in Ghana's history.
All procurement process were duly followed. It is the first major and highest intervention by successive governments.
She has also noted the emergency medical technicians have been trained by the Turkish manufacturers to be able to handle and maintain the fleet.
These fully equipped ambulances need proper care and regular maintenance. Management, operation, and maintenance manuals have also been prepared for them. The drivers and officials of the service have been adequately trained on the use of the vehicle as well as handling of the equipment thereof. These training seasons were done by the manufacturers from Turkey.
Though all the constituencies are to take delivery of the ambulances, there are some the health minister reveals are not yet ready.
We do know that some constituencies have met the basic requirements of providing office and residential accommodation for the National Ambulance Service to pave way for easy operationalization of these ambulances. We also do know that some constituencies are a bit behind in terms of their preparedness in receiving these ambulances. As these ambulances are going to be deployed today, I'll entreat all my colleague MPs, regional ministers, and metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives to continue to collaborate with the National Ambulance Service, especially in places where the infrastructure is not ready, to identify suitable places from where to operate until such times that the necessary facilities are made available.
So now you know. The number to call in case of any emergency is 112 for the police, fire, or ambulance service. That could make a world of difference when you are in distress.
The National Democratic Congress says it will be embarking on a series of activities to demand an immediate end to what it describes as harassment and intimidation of leading members of the party. At a news conference at its headquarters, the Director of Communications of the party, Kakri Samwa, said the party has credible intelligence. The arrest of its National Communications Officer, Sami Jemfi, is part of a larger scheme of intimidation calculated at silencing the NDC ahead of the 2020 general elections.
Yesterday, Ghana descended into one of its darkest days under the Fourth Republic. Men from the Police Criminal Investigations Department, the CID, arrested in Gestapo style the National Communications Officer of our party at the premises of a television station in Accra, Ghana, after he had appeared on a program there. These men did not respect the freedom of the media and the fact that Mr. Jemfi was the guest of the television station. The basis for this needless show of excessive power was that the Executive Secretary to the President, who is also his cousin, Nana Asante Bedietu, had lodged a complaint against him over some alleged cybercrime. On our own part, we wish to tell President Akufo-Addo that enough is enough. While remaining law-abiding, we will not sit like ducks on top of water to be picked up one after the other by a handful of rogue elements within the police service acting on misguided orders from the presidency. We shall challenge the abuse of power to every extent possible. We shall deploy every legal and social arsenal at our disposal in defense of our rights to free expression and freedom of association. We shall also defend our rights to privacy and means of communication, especially the creeping practice of this government in using the police and the courts to intrude and intercept the private communications of citizens. In the pursuit of these rights and that of all Ghanaians, we shall not tire, we shall not rest, we shall not falter, and we shall not relent. We are unwilling to surrender our rights to a democratically elected leader who is carrying himself as a despot. Fellow Ghanaians, in the coming days, we will be outlining a series of activities aimed at opposing in the strongest possible terms the acts of suppression by President Akufo-Addo and his hawkish relatives in government. As I have indicated earlier, we will be embarking on a series of activities to press home our demand for an immediate cessation of the harassment and intimidation of our leading members, and we will make public a roadmap in the coming days.
He also accused the Ghana Police Service of acting on the orders from the presidency.
We'd also like to remind the Ghana Police Service that their first and foremost responsibility is the maintenance of law and order. Their loyalty must be to the state and the people of Ghana. They are not appendages of Akufo-Addo and must not act as such, even if some of their senior officers have gained undeserved promotions motivated by political considerations. Their role should not be the needless and shameful intimidation of the opposition. As they will be aware, political power is transient, and we are convinced that the political hawks at the Jubilee House, from whom they are taking instructions to behave so capriciously, will not be there 1 year from today. Ladies and gentlemen, the NDC has credible intelligence that this arrest forms part of a larger scheme of intimidation and harassment calculated at breaking our front and cowering us into silence in the run-up to the 2020 elections. Sensing a humiliating defeat in the elections because of the pronounced maladministration characterized by massive corruption, unprecedented levels of nepotism, excruciating economic hardships, arrogance, and waste of public resources through ostentation, the Akufo-Addo government has resorted to these discredited tactics to stay afloat. Sadly, some elements within the Ghana Police Service, who should otherwise act professionally, have allowed themselves to be used as pliant tools in the execution of this sinister agenda of hate and harassment against opponents and critics of President Akufo-Addo. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, in the process, they have chosen to disregard the sanctity of our courts and treated them with contempt.
Well, now let's turn attention to some other news. And many parents were left stranded and confused on Tuesday as part of the secondary school, Accra Academy, were caught in flames once more. The fire started at Alema Hall and was reported to have started around 8:30 p.m. It is, however, unclear what triggered the incident. Although authorities were yet to give word on happenings, some parents on the premises spoke at length on the challenges the situation was giving them.
Mr. Never back home about visiting. Now you're inside, you need teacher back inside. And students in back be fair teacher and say, a horse in tea. On P. Oh, you're going to Shipan. Oh, no. Now school for no prep. No be any outside entrance or no be our prep. First says for no first one by I know almost say, or more can in him. The second one nearby in a bedroom. Dormitory, boys dormitory one.
As one bubu at the papa. Into school now, how much one yamana bab and say, Bims bebre, one yama bebre, asho. Lucky then or moko, baby or musiadeno. And yadam dan can plus some anka some papa in secret, and yamana mobia momenpla. Yawa, sissy affiance, I yepoya bonse. Obia empra, by one yama de one or them one day. One yama in ash. In another rooms now, we are fast to try one yaman in our babonse. In some is what the yaman was saying, Obia Momenpla. Obia Empla.
First time, happy, and many cafe second time. Nigbeka wala mele, Danaka Wakanoko. A wakato about what Chab Momla, no warfare, no wabafe. What I think our cashier.
Well, JoyNews also spoke to a few eyewitnesses who said the students ran helter-skelter in the wake of the raging flames.
It was 7 o'clock when I was in Valley. Then I saw smoke. 7 p.m. Then I saw smoke coming from this place. So, and we were playing with our friends there. Okay. So as we were playing, then I looked up and I saw smoke, very deep one, coming from Accra Academy. So we rushed to this place and we came to see what was going on. But we didn't enter because the gateman didn't give us the way. So we made a standby and we were looking at the fire. Yeah, we saw fire.
Okay. Which side of the school, if you can show us?
Where the domes are, the domes of the school. Yeah, that was the place behind it.
Was there any other thing you noticed?
No, people were just standing at the roadside, looking at the fire.
What about the students? Any reactions you saw?
They were running from their dorms to a safe.
Some people were falling.
You saw some students running, some even falling?
Yes. When they saw the fire, they ran to where the class is. Yes, so that they will escape in the fire.
Now let's take you to the Oti region, where residents of Ketakrachi in the Krachi West District are calling on government to fix their deplorable roads leading to their town. Now, the residents claim the roads, which are dusty this time of the year, often leaves them with respiratory infections and also impact businesses negatively. Well, most of the town's roads have not seen any major rehabilitation or repairs for years. Correspondent Peter Senu has been interacting with some residents on a visit to the area.
The Overbank settlement, which is literally cut off from the rest of the world after 5 p.m., has its deplorable town roads to grapple with. JoyNews sources say some stretches of the roads have been without quota over the past 5 decades. Aside from the dust making life difficult and sales unattractive, the residents also complain about respiratory infections. Here is Adija, who manages this boutique and cosmetic shop.
Say my end do now what you could have chosen who could see service sound how be anto.
And to plan is say, you know, about how many minutes and put on the best I
So see a problem when I do 5 minutes.
That's
especially a car base here. Even upon glass, yeah, my end and still. And foot run over them. I did for herself, I'll be on top you. Not price, no cry, boy, a capra. Nobody is some woman making your mind. Even a can I boy cry side of Christ, I might area. It's none of my daughter, making your mind.
Also, is Joseph, a mobile money vendor. He tells Joy News how the dust from the roads is affecting his life and business.
When the cars and the motor pass, then the dust just enter. You can see here. Here I paint white, but everything tend to that color. So yeah, it is affecting me. If you come and maintain the road for us. First of all, it is not. We need a quota. Yeah.
Well, that's it for the latest news headlines. But we have more news as we have a couple of the newspapers in the studio, can see them. And so we'll take a look at them. Most of them dominated by the news of the commissioning or adoring of the new ambulances by the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. We have these, including the latest updates on the raging coronavirus. Stay with us. We'll be right back.